Hi YouTube, it is your girl Lexi, and I have been MIA for a while. I want to apologize to everybody. Life has been, I don't want to say getting in the way, life has just been life, and I have been busy. I'm going to be making a couple of phone calls tonight to a couple of subscribers who have my personal information and I have their information. But I did want to check in because I finally started posting on some of our faves, not just your fave, not just my fave, but our faves videos lately. And as you can see, I've been listening to a lot of the drama, whatever you want to call it. I have been doing that, and I have a lot to say to a lot of people. First and foremost, guys, my reviews. I'm going to upload the Kaya review tonight. I am going to upload the RuPaul's Drag Race tonight, and I'm also gonna upload a review about the Tupac and Biggie series that I promised I would do a couple of weeks ago and I've never done, so I really need to do it because I habitually watch it. That series is so good, guys. I actually watch it more than once throughout the week. Again, a hectic week. I have been redoing my house, so it sounded echoey as all get out when I was moving furniture around, but I've got my floors done. I just have to get a couple of more things done in the morning, and then I will be ready for my reveal. I bought a beautiful painting. I also did my own painting, and so I'm going to reveal that stuff too. But again, I have been busy, and I'm so, so sorry. We all know that there has been a lot of drama in the YouTube streets. There's a lot of lives going on, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I wanted to go live yesterday, check in, say hey, but then Sean had his live, and then Kaya had her live, and then Michelle had her live, and then this morning I was like, hey, maybe I should go live, and then Bonafide had her live, and Josh had his live, and then Kai came back on live. I was just like, okay, everybody, I need them to get all the lives out of their system. Maybe they are doing what's today? Today is the 19th, so it's after the 15th. So it's not for that. It's got to be for something else. But everybody was doing the lives, and except for me, obviously. So but I was watching everybody's lives, or I'm not going to say I was watching it when it happened because I just didn't have the time between work and my house and everything like that. However, I have gotten it back together. Quick update, the person I told you about I've been knowing for 21 years, he is safe at the moment. That's something else I was doing, was driving around town because of course he is high maintenance. He's always been, the stories I could tell you about this man, you guys have no idea. Like, he is so high maintenance. Uh, and I'm laughing because for about 5 years of our life, the first 5 years that we knew each other, all I could picture was his body without his head. Because in high school, something happened, and him and my supposed, and y'all know what that means, y'all, my supposed best friend, um hooked up because he realized who my mom was. He used to work, okay, fun fact, guys, the guy I've been knowing for 21 years that is, he's like my heart, is in the military. He has been in the military for at least 21 years. And I say this because he used to work for my mom in the military. So my mom did not keep pictures of myself or my sister on her desk because my mother was the flight, I don't want to say captain, but flight commanders, whatever the heck she was. She was something big. Anywho, so my mom did not keep pictures of me and my sister, even though my sister is 10 years older than me. My mom did not keep pictures of us because she was like, I don't want that drama in my life. And of course, when we get to that base, I'm a hot 14-year-old who's pissed at the world because she can't graduate from the high school she wanted to graduate from. She had to get moved to Bodunk, California. And when I say Bodunk, not Southern California, not everything that you guys know, I'm talking about Northern California, up there by Roseville, above Sacramento. We were like 50 miles above Sacramento. The nearest town that had a mall was called Yuba City. Yuba City. Google it and you'll see what I'm talking about. I graduated from a school called Wheatland Union High School where there was 7 black kids total and we were all from the base. Needless to say, so my mom really didn't have pictures, but everybody knew that Sergeant had a daughter. And so my little trying to be fast, you can't be fast with my mama because my mama knew everybody on base, and even if they didn't work for her, they respected her like hell because they were scared of her. So like everybody knew Sergeant daughter. I was known as Sergeant, I'm not gonna say my last name, but Sergeant daughter before being known as Lexi. So me and my fast tail, trying to be fast, and my best friend who got held back a year, so of course she was older than me, we get into the club on base. Now you're like, well, how the hell did y'all get in the club on base? Because people knew my mama. So they let me in under the guise that I wasn't going to do nothing because everybody knew my mama. So anyway, we get into the club on base. It's the NCO club, but it is for the airmen at that time. We get on base. We get into the club, and the guy I know, there's some dance contest, and this dude is doing, this was when Genuine was hot. Remember Pony? That's when this came out. Remember the Pony video? Okay. So this dude is doing these moves, and my friend was faster than I ever was. I couldn't be fast. I legitimately could not be fast because who my mama was. I just tried to be fast and it just never worked out for me, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in the story. So this gentleman, I'm gonna call him a gentleman now. This gentleman like is doing all of these moves, and you see the look on my face because it is redundant. So he's doing all of these moves, right? And my best friend, supposed at the time, is like, ooh girl, blase 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 blase. Alright, so I know who he is because I had seen him at the Christmas party before. So this was, let's say it was in the springtime because he had just gotten stationed at the base by the time the Christmas party happened. And my god sister, she is my god sister. My mother adopted her the moment we got to the base for some reason. Casey was like, oh, here's Blase. And I'm like, all right, whatevs. And he's looking at me. I had on, that is so sad I can remember 21 years ago what I had on. Anywho, I had on like this, I don't want to say forest green, but it was like a jaded green dress my mom had bought from Ohio. Shout out to Ohio when she was TDY out there. And everybody was looking at me. And you know, when you 14, everything popping. Everything is popping. You know, especially if you 14 and you 5'7.5", and most of the girls are 5'1", 5'2", 5'3", and your mama from the South and your daddy is from the South. Everything is fitting into all the right places. They get into the right places at 16, but they start migrating at 14. That is what happened. So of course my mom was like, No, not gonna happen. Not today. Not if you want to keep your military career. So it was hands off. Nobody talked to me. Anywho, so I saw him from a distance. From a distance. I saw him from a distance. But my god sister Casey, she was like, hey, da da da. And I was like, all right, whatever. So, like I already knew the rules. The rules were if you value your life and you value their life, don't. All right, cool. So my best friend is like, oh girl, he's da 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 da. Okay, true story, guys. Fun fact. Any military brat, their goal in life is to get with an airman or get with the basic or an officer, whatever they're called in the different branches. My mama was Air Force, so they're called airmen. And I'm going to tell you why. The airmen live in free airman housing, and they get this check, and then they get to go TDY to cool places for 3 months, and they have to leave their cars. And when you're in high school, your goal in life is to drive to school and not to be on a bus. So you try to hook up with the airman, because by that time, guess what happens? He gives you his car for 3 months. So you look like that chick for 3 months. Just letting you know. Anyway, so she's jazzing him up in the club, right? Jazzing him up. I'm in the corner because, of course, my god sister Casey is at the club. And she's like, what are you doing here? I'm going to call mama. And I'm like, really? Really? I cannot have one night where my mama is not engaged in my life. I just want to have a life. And she's like, all right, but don't do nothing stupid. And if you do, I'm going to call mama. And I'm like, I know you are. I know if there's about 20 people in here getting ready to call my mama right now. Because that's what y'all do. You narc. But anywho, so she's jazzing dude up, right? Okay, so then we go back to the barracks. Any military brat knows what the barracks are. That's the airman housing. You know what it's about. So we get back. We go to his room, right? And so I knock on the door because I'm feeling like Chief Keef at that moment. Like nothing can stop me. And I knock on the door. He lets us in. And I'm like, all right, cool. He must not remember me. All right, cool, right? So unbeknownst to me, because she never told me why we were going there until I found out. She's like, he's going to give us a private dance. Who, chick, what? Wait, what? Private dance? I'm 14. Somebody about to lose their life. You might be 15 going on 16, but bitch, I'm 14. I'm 1'4". I may not look 1'4", but I'm 1'4", and there's too many people in these barracks who know my mama. So I'm sitting there in the corner, guys, in the corner, like, and he's doing his private dance, right? He's getting his Tina Turner, Genuine, Chippendales, what is that, Mike Show, Magic Mike? He getting all that on, right? And the song he danced to, guys, was Anywhere by 112. And this is how funny the shit is, right? Halfway through, he's like, hey, why don't you come over here? And I'm like, I'm cool. Literally. And he stops it and he looks at me. He goes, who's your mama? And I said, huh? He was like, you heard me. Who's your mama? And I was like, and he was like, are you Sergeant's daughter? And I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I am. Now, me and my mama don't look alike, but some people say we do. A lot of people will say we don't. My mama is she ain't even yellow bone, y'all. She's white. to be honest, my mama. I'll have to show y'all my genealogy another day because she's still pissed off about it. But anywho, this man, he picks me up by my arms, like literally picks me up. My feet are dangling. I'm 5'7.5", mind y'all. So he's 6 foot whatever. He puts me outside his door. And it closes the door. So left out Lamont, that's me. Left out Lamont is sitting out on on the steps of the barracks, waving at people that I know as they coming in, and they like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm waiting for my friend." They're like, "Oh, who's she with?" I was like, "I don't know." I'm trying to lie. And they're like, "Oh, do they know how old you are? Do they know how old your friend is?" I was like, "I hope so." So for the longest time, he wouldn't even talk to me or look at me whenever we went to the squadron basketball games, baseball games, because he's a huge athlete. He would just like see me keep his head up in the air and keep going, which is fine because it's not like I told on him. So the reason why I say always the headless body, because to me it was like all I remember is his body moving. I don't remember his face. And when we reconnected years and years and years and years later, he was like, "Hey, do you remember that night?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I remember that night. I remember you hooked up with my best friend." That's exactly how this all started. And he was like, yeah. He was like, "We hooked up once and then yeah, no." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know she's writing her last name as your last name in high school," and that kind of thing. So I was a true blue friend, y'all. I was a true blue friend. Me and her fell out in high school. When I say fell out to the point where she went behind my back and invited my prom date to prom and then married him while we were still in high school. So keep your friends close, y'all. But I just wanted to give y'all the story on how him and I met and have known each other all these years and have talked and everything. And he's just like, "Oh, let me tell you how it got serious between us. Real quick, because I got stuff to do and I've got a whole bunch of crap to watch." But he literally was like, "It's always been you." And I'm like, "What are you talking about, homie? Like, how's it always been me?" And he's like, he remembered what I was wearing at that Christmas party. He was like, "I didn't want to talk to you because of your age." So yes, he's older. He is 4 years older than me. So he was just fresh off the bus, airman. But he was like, "I remember what you wore." He was like, "I remember when you hooked up with Blazik." Because I did finally, when I graduated, like the summer I graduated, it was a damn problem. Because the summer I graduated was also the summer my mom retired. So I was like, "I'm free, bitch. I'm free." And yeah. I'm an old soul, as I told y'all before, so I got all of that out that summer. But he's like, "Yeah, I remember when you hooked up and blah, blah, blah." And he was talking about you. He was in love with you. I think he's still in love with you. This dude that he's talking about named his child after me. Why his wife has never asked where he got such a unique name from, I'll never know. But there is a child that I have never met that is named after me. His only child. Insane. Anywho. But yeah, he was like, he's like, "It's always been you." He's like, "Yeah," because of course he got married, he had a kid and got divorced. And he was like, "But it's always been you. There's always been something about you." And at the time that he came to me in my life, I was like, "Ew, ew, to relationships. I just got out of a horrible 8-year relationship." Bleh. And he made me change my mind. And even though, no, we're not together. Even though it did not work out, that man is my best friend. He has been for years. And no, he's not married. And no, he's not with anybody. Why? Because I'm bold enough to ask. He's not bold enough to ask me. One of these days, I think he will. I think he will. But There goes my story time, guys. This turned into a me checking in to make sure you guys knew I was live, to a story time about my past, and yeah, I was all over the place. I'm sorry. We're gonna circle this back. Gonna go ahead and upload those videos tonight, and yeah, y'all see my broke fingernail. I'm gonna go ahead and soak these bad boys off and probably start again in a couple of weeks. I don't know, but I just wanted to reach out, tell y'all I'm alive, tell y'all, hey, what's up? Miss you lots. Miss talking to you. I'm not live, but I am alive. So I will be seeing you guys live. You know what? I'm probably going to go live tomorrow. I don't want to give a time because, again, my schedule has been so hectic. I can't tie anything down besides work and these damn contractors doing this work in my house. And trust and believe, they own time. So I will definitely come on live tomorrow. I hope and pray that you have time for me because I'm definitely going to try to make time for you. I do apologize, but light and love, guys. See you soon.